Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new, welcome. My name is Monica. In today's video, I am going over the new releases that are coming out in June, July, and August. So they're the summer releases. All right, my friends, I wanted to highlight the books that I'm excited for that is coming out in the summer months, June, July, and August. I've been looking at these books. I've been waiting for a lot of these books to come out. They are some of my most anticipated reads of the year, and I'm very excited to talk about them. Now, this isn't a comprehensive list. I do that every single month, generally towards the end of the month. For the previous month, I will link June's comprehensive list down below. That's including audiobook releases. So those are the books that already have paperback and ebook, but they're now coming on audio, which I think is fantastic. I love my audiobooks. We all know that around here. Anyway, let's just get into the books that I'm excited for that's coming out. So let's start in June. In June, now these first two have already come out the day I'm filming this. So the first one I want to talk about is Bourbon and Proof by Victoria Wilder. This one came out last week and I have it downloaded and I'm 70% of the way through, and you will definitely be hearing about it in my mid-month wrap-up. The next one, and it just came out today, the day I'm filming this, is Caught Up by Nevessa Allen. This is book 2 in her In Darkness series. And I'm gonna make sure I just go ahead and put this on my shelf. How do you want it? So how do you want it? I'm excited for this. I found out this morning that it's on Hoopla, so I am going to be listening to this on Hoopla while following along on the paperback. So I'm very excited to have this, and I'm even more shocked that it came on the day of release. So the next book is from A.L. Jackson. It is At the Edge of Surrender. This is on June 16th, and I will say this, you will be hearing about this in my mid-month wrap-up because I got an ALC for it. Let's just move on to Sounds Like Love by Ashley Poston. This is coming out on June 17th. I love Ashley Poston. I don't really know what it's about. I just know that it's going to have magical realism in it, and I do think it has something to do with musicians, and that's all I know, and that's all I care to know because I love Ashley Poston. Her books just generally work for me, so I'm very excited to get my hands on that one. And then on June 19th is A Royal Mile by Samantha Young. This is her newest book and her next gen on the Douglas Street series. I think that's what it is. I know it's a royal romance and it's hate to friends to love. I have the ALC. That's after I'm done with Bourbon and Proof, I'm going to A Royal Mile. And then on June 24th is Eliza and the Duke by Harper St. George. I haven't heard the best things about this, but I don't care. I loved Harper St. George's. Most of her releases have generally worked for me, and I want to support her because, listen, historical romance is really struggling right now, so if I can do anything to help historical romance authors, I'm going to do it. And I'm very excited for this one because I've generally loved her work before. So let's just move on to the books I'm really excited for in July, and there's probably more. I'm still investigating everything that's coming out in July and August, so this is definitely not a comprehensive list. My video for a more comprehensive list for July will come out at the end of this month, June, and then at the end of July will be a more comprehensive list for August. So let's just get into the ones that I know of right now that I'm really excited for that's coming out in July. And the first one is Chasing Shelter by Catherine Cowles. This is coming out July 29th. This is the newest book, and it's the 5th book in her Sparrow Falls series. I love the series. I basically given every single book in the series 5 stars. This has been one of the best series for me that she's ever written. And I'm also really excited for Eclipsed Empire by Tessa Hale. This is coming out on July 16th. This is a paranormal shifter, why choose romance, and this is the 2nd book, so I can't talk about the plot or anything about this. I have a feeling this is going to pick up right where Crescent Kingdom has left off, and it left off on a pretty big cliffhanger. I'm really excited to find out what happens next. I am loving Tessa Hale right now. Her books have just been really working for me. And then on July 17th is When We Bloom by Kristen Proby. This is the newest book. Book 3 in her Black Wells of Montana series. This is small town romantic suspense. Generally, I have loved this series so far. They've been 4.5 to 5 stars for me. I really just I love the depth of emotions she's put in. Our characters, they go through a lot. Another one that I'm really excited for is on July 10th is I Could Be Yours by Helena Hunting. This is a standalone sports grumpy sunshine second chance romance. Her books are generally interconnected, like the Puck series that will come in or the Toronto Terror series. They all make appearance in her book, different books and stuff, and I love that her world is so interconnected. This one, I know it's sports, I know it's second chance. I do not know any more about that, but I do know that I did sign up for the ALC and hopefully I will be getting it. And then on July 31st, we're getting a new Perfectly Imperfect book, and it is Precious Hazard by Neva Altaj. This is book 11 in the Perfectly Imperfect series, and it says enemies to lovers, dark mafia romance, and my life is perfect in just the way it is now without Arturo Deville in it, but now I am ordered to marry that arrogant, self-centered snob. Okay. He wants a sophisticated and docile wife who will nod and who will smile and nod at his every demand. But it's the last thing I plan to do. Okay, Neva Altaj. I love her. I love this series. This series has been gold for me. I have not loved a book in the series. So, but another one that's coming in, and it's coming on July 1st, is Overruled by Lana Ferguson. I really like Lana Ferguson. The only one I haven't read was, I read The Fake Mate. It was the nanny one. That's the only one I haven't read of hers, and I do need to get to that one. But Overruled looks like an office romance that has lawyers. I'm all about that. So then The Irresistible Urge to Fall For Your Enemy by Bridget Knightley. This is a romantasy. It's coming out July 8th, and I do know it's based upon, I think, Draco Hermione fanfiction. It did say that in the synopsis when I was looking this stuff up. I'm very interested in that one. The last one in July that's coming out in July is Rose in Chains by Julie Soto. This is July 8th, obviously, and this is also Hermione fanfiction, and it's from Hermione fanfiction. It's not anymore, but I'm very interested to see where it goes and how it's all going to play out. So I've heard some not the best things about it, but I'm keeping an open mind because I really like Julie Soto, so we shall see. And then coming in August. So on August 19th is Loved Arranged by Lauren Asher. This is the third and I believe the final book in her Lakefront Billionaire series. This is Lorenzo and Lily's story. And I think we saw them in book 2, which I absolutely loved book 2. Book 2 was Love Unwritten, that was Raphael and Ellie, and that was Single Dad Nanny, and I absolutely loved that one. Raphael was perfect. I'm also really excited for My Favorite Lost Cause by Elizabeth O'Rourke. This is coming out on August 28th. It's the sequel to My Favorite Bad Decision. I think she put that one out last month. I am planning on reading My Favorite Bad Decision probably either at the end of this week or at the beginning next week. So I am very much looking forward to My Favorite Lost Cause. Then August 19th is A Room for Two by Lana Ferguson. This is a audiobook, and I believe it's on Spotify, and that's all I know. Again, like Julie Soto and Ashley Poston and Abby Jimenez and Ali Hazelwood, she's gotten to be an author for me, and this is going directly to an audiobook. So, and it did say Spotify instead of Audible, so I'm absolutely interested in that one. And on August 21st, Bitten by Destiny. This one is by S. Young. It's Samantha Young. This one is actually a newest book in her True Immortality series. I didn't even know this series existed. This is a paranormal romance, and this one is about an English rock star named Elijah Webb. It says vampires, romantasy, urban fantasy, paranormal romance. I'm sold. English vampires, rock star. I'm sold. So, and I did not know she had this series. I'm gonna have to go back and look to see what all the other ones are about. And so on August 28th is The Lucky Shot by Rebecca Jinchak. This one, I do not know what it's about. It's probably a sports romance because she generally writes sports romance. She's become an author for me. So when she writes it, I'm going to read it. So I'm excited to be able to get a new book from Rebecca Jinchak. And the last book I'm really excited for is by Eva Lee. This is Salt and Sorcery, book 1. And it's The Sea Witch. And this one is a romantasy, pirates, witches, paranormal. I don't really know much more than that. It says, from a world where women are forbidden to use magic and the only freedom is found on the Caribbean high seas, comes a swashbuckling romantasy. She generally writes historical romances, and I'm really excited to see what she does with this, because unfortunately historical romances are just not what they're not being picked up like they should. So, which that makes me sad. But this is the beginning of a new trilogy for her, I think, and it's romantasy, pirates, witches, and I will be reading it. So anyway, those are just some of the books that I know that are coming out in the summertime. Let me know if you know any more that I should be keeping an eye out for. Let me know if you are planning on reading any of these books. Anyway, if you made it this far in this video and you want to let me know what you hear, please leave me a island emoji with either the palm tree or the beach umbrella. And until next time, my friends, happy reading. Bye.